Yeah, welcome to Mr. Z and Fifth with your host, Zacchaeus and the Fifth General. Zacchaeus, what up?
Hey, what up? It was so good to be here, man. So good to be here, for real.
Hey man, we just came off exciting weekend of Tyson Fury versus Deontay Wilder, part 3. You know, very good. People are saying, some people on the internet are saying that this might be the best heavyweight fight of all time. That is pretty tough to say. I'm not going to agree with that. Do I think it was a good heavyweight fight in this modern era? Absolutely, because we haven't had that in such a long time. And Tyson Fury and Deontay Wilder are the top popular heavyweights in the boxing in the heavyweight division. Yes, you can't really name any other names. You know, we're away from the era of Tyson and Holyfield and Buster Douglas and Lennox Lewis. You know, that era's long gone, and we know before was, and we know before Tyson and all that. Mike Tyson was, Ali, Frazier, Foreman, Sonny Liston. You know what I'm saying? So that time been over. You know what I mean?
Well, that time is history.
Right.
Yeah.
And the one thing I used to say for years is, the heavyweight division needs some competition. They need stars because, for years we've had the featherweights and the middleweights that had names. You had Bernard Hopkins, Oscar De La Hoya, you know what I'm saying?
Mayweather,
before we got to Mayweather, we had Roy Jones Jr., you know what I'm saying?
Jr., yes.
And then, in this then the next era was, like you said, Mayweather, Pacquiao, and now you got Canelo, and you know what I'm saying?
Canelo,
and I know I might have missed some people, for my boxing purists. I have to still, kind of streamline this so we can get to our point. But and the other names we didn't mention. So this was a good fight. Let me get my details down. Okay. Let's see. So we had Wilder come out with a different strategy in this fight than he did in the second one. We had some knockdowns in this fight. We had Wilder go down one time in round 3. In round 4 we had Tyson Fury go down twice. Okay.
Right.
In round 10, we had Wilder go down, off balance punch. Then we had in round 11 a knockout, a no count knockout. When Tyson when Tyson Fury hit Wilder up against the ropes and he fell down on his face. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So you're older than me, right? So I know like I know. And things that I know when I was a kid. Heavyweight fights were some of the highest pay-per-view buys because of knockouts. Because usually in a heavyweight class fights, there was always guaranteed a knockout for the most part. As whereas the lighter weight classes, fights go in the distance. But we all know that knockouts make money.
But yes. I can elaborate. Let me
speak on it. Go ahead, speak on it.
Yeah, man. For years, during the era of, man, I could go back to the late 1980s, early 90s, Tyson era, and even I would say even when it comes to the middleweight division, it was exciting to watch.
Mm-hmm.
It was very exciting to watch. Camacho.
Yeah. Tommy Hearns, Marvin Hagler.
Tommy Hearns, Marvin
Sugar Ray
Hagler,
Leonard.
Sugar Ray Leonard, Yeah, was it Oscar De La Hoya, you know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
The eras of boxing where it was exciting to watch. Exciting. Now, going back to 2021, coming into 2021, what Fury and what Deontay did was brought back that excitement.
Yes.
Believe it or not,
I believe
that's
so.
what they did.
I believe so.
They brought back that excitement that made people that they was not even into boxing watch boxing.
Mm-hmm.
Because remember at that time when you had you had the heavyweight division, and you had the big brother from England. What's his name? Yeah, huge brother from England. You had three of them. You got three. They was going at it, man. I'm telling you, those guys were really going at it, man. You had that era when you had the heavyweight division era. You had the middleweight era, and they were like really going at it. You had something to watch, man. I'm telling you.
Yeah.
And then there was when I think Tyson had his last heavyweight match.
Mm-hmm.
Who was the brother that fought Tyson the last heavyweight match?
Okay,
the brother from England.
So it wasn't his last, but I know what you're talking about. You're talking about when he fought Lennox Lewis.
Lennox Lewis, yes.
Yeah.
And then you had the Shannon Briggs, and then you had the
Shannon. Saying? Yeah, Shannon was right. Shannon was Mike never fought Shannon, but I know what you're talking about. You're just naming people, right?
That era. That era.
Oh well, you had Reddick Bowe. You had
Reddick Bowe.
Right.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Mm-hmm.
All right, go ahead.
Yeah. So at that time, it was people watch boxing.
Yeah.
And it was something exciting. People. Like Tyson, he made people watch. People's not even into boxing, and they watch boxing.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? During the Muhammad Ali era.
But that's what
70s. Let's go back to the 60s and 70s. People watch boxing. They was not even into boxing. They watched Muhammad fight. You know what I'm saying?
But real quick, that's what you needed, though. You need casual fans back to boxing because UFC, so MMA, the sport of MMA actually took the popularity of boxing for a long time, but anytime there was a Mayweather fight, they couldn't compete with Mayweather's pay-per-view buys and ratings.
No, they couldn't do
it.
No,
still can't to this day. Okay. Because when Mayweather had the exhibition match with Logan Paul, you know what I'm saying?
I remember that. Yep.
Right.
Not too long ago.
Well, one of the Paul brothers, Jake Paul, Logan Paul, one of the Paul brothers, right? Mm-hmm. And that was an exhibition match, and the pay-per-view buys for that was crazy because people wanted to see Floyd. People wanted to see Floyd again, but then people subconsciously want to see, hey, let me see if this guy, this boxer, this guy from the internet who's learned to box can knock out Mayweather. That wasn't going to happen. Because they were looking at the size difference. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
But no, he schooled him, and I think at one point he almost knocked him out, but he kind of held him up. But anyway. So I'm talking about Floyd knocking out the Paul brother. I think he hit him so hard that he might have dizzied him a little bit, and you could see him hold him up. People, for all the people watch it on YouTube, there's a clip, and you'll see what I'm talking about. But anyway, back to this fight. You need that excitement. It was fun. It was fun to watch because it was active. Like cats was actually punching. It wasn't a whole bunch of dancing in the ring, running around the ring. It wasn't a chicken race. You know what I'm saying? A lot of fights that you see in the earlier weight classes are chicken races. You know what I'm saying? Where you're just running around the ring, and nobody's really throwing nothing. You know what I'm saying? And we do need we do need more excitement, and we need more focus. But a lot of people don't want to be. Here's the thing: young boxers don't want to be heavyweights because you have to really build up to be that size. If you're not naturally somebody who could put on body mass, and the benefit that you get from welterweight class is the punches are a lot quicker. And the fights don't end in the first round. Because remember, there was a part where people hated buying Tyson fights because Tyson would end a fight before the 4th or 5th round.
Yes, it's true. Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? I mean, there were fights that Tyson won, that Mike won in 1 round, 2 rounds. You know what I'm saying? So their whole thing was, Yeah, we wanted to go the distance, but then it became a scorecard thing where fights are won by the scores or by the judges. You know what I'm saying? And then people came back. Then people were like, you know what? Nah, I want to start seeing knockouts again. You see what I'm saying? How the pendulum has changed from time to time?
Oh, yeah. It's changed. Yes, definitely.
Yeah. So.
Oh, yeah. It's just it brought back the excitement.
Yeah.
With Tyson and Tyson and the Deontay Wilder brought back excitement. You know what I'm saying? Yeah.
Hey, what
something to
what do you think is next for Wilder? I mean, should he take a year off? What do you think he should do? I think he should keep fighting because he's still young enough to do so in that sport. But what do you think Wilder should do?
I think Deontay should practice more technical skill. I mean,
yep.
Yeah. I think he should practice more energy.
Yeah.
Match,
his conditioning.
He has muscle mass, which is
right.
It looks good,
right?
But when you put on that, you got to learn how to work that muscle mass to your advantage. Because the thing is that Yeah.
My bad. I was gonna say what my opinion was on the first round, but I'll go ahead.
Yeah, you got to work that muscle mass to your advantage. I thought he was just like they both was tired, but I think Deontay was extra tired. Looking at Deontay, he looked extra tired. He did. You know.
Yeah. I mean, you know why? And you probably saw it like I saw it. He blew his shot too fast in the first round as far as the haymakers and the overright hands that he was throwing towards the end of the first round. And he actually had a good first round. But But you got 11 more rounds to go. You know? And like
exactly, 11 more, yeah.
You know, it takes a lot of oxygen to swing your weight around. So here's what I want to say, right? Now, we've seen bodybuilders, right? You see bodybuilding competition. Bodybuilders, their competitions are usually stationary, and they're flexing and they're standing still. They're not out there. It's not a bodybuilding is just about the body, the look, the build. It's not about the body condition. Their competitions are not won by them doing a game or something like that. They got to run around the block. Let me tell you something about bodybuilders. Bodybuilders, although there's a lot of muscle going on there, but but now tell them to go run a 100-yard dash. They can't do it. They'll be short-winded. They'll be They'll be short-winded so fast because when you have all that muscle on your body, when you have all of that muscle and weight, because people who are unhealthy, and overweight understand this too. It takes a lot of oxygen to move that. So this is why sometimes some heavyweight fighters will make sure that they're at a respectable weight and not too big because it takes away their speed.
Yes.
Now, y'all have power, but can you land it?
Right. I mean, Deontay looked like a Hercules in the ring.
Physically, he looked. I thought he looked good in terms of like he was more in shape than Tyson Fury. I mean, Tyson Fury was like 270 plus pounds. You know, keep in mind these guys are tall, 6'6", 6'7", 6'8", 6'9" guys. These are tall heavyweights. This is not Mike Tyson. Mike Tyson's 5'10", right? Lennox was like 6'3", 6'4", whatever. These are tall guys. You know, Tyson Fury and Deontay Wilder are tall men.
Yes, they are. Big, tall men, yeah.
You know, and their advantage is their reach. Their reach is always going to, you know, Deontay Wilder and Tyson Fury have had this in common through their boxing career, and that is their reach. They have a very long reach. It's very difficult in the sport of boxing to actually fight a guy who's that tall. You know what I'm saying?
It is. Yeah.
You know.
So Tyson Fury, mean, they're that tall, huh? Like 6 and change, right?
Tyson, let me look up his height because him and Wilder are like almost the same height. They're tall guys, you know. And I think this is why we wanted this. A lot of people wanted this fight. So okay, Tyson Fury is 6'9".
Wow.
6'9", 278 pounds.
6'9"?
Yes. Wilder is 6'7", 238. It's a big weight difference.
Those are tall men.
Exactly. These cats are like NBA basketball height. You know what I'm saying? You know,
in the ring.
Yeah, in the ring, man.
Yeah. Oh my gosh. They tower over Tyson. They tower over a lot of dudes.
They
man.
tower over a lot of fighters. You know what I'm saying?
Like Joshua Anthony.
Anthony Joshua was a tall guy too. He's a tall guy too.
Is?
I like Anthony Joshua. And he just lost his fight the other week. Anthony Joshua is 6'6", you know. And
I didn't know he was that tall. I thought that dude was only 5'10" or something like that.
And let me tell you something. Anthony Joshua is actually a prototypical heavyweight showman build. I mean, he's like a 6'6" Ali in terms of like his definition in his body. Well, he's a little heavy. He's probably a little heavier than Ali, but what I mean is his size, not his fighting style. For those who listen, and calm down. His look. So he looks like he's in great shape. Like when you look at Anthony Johnson, you say to yourself, man, that's an in-shape brother right there. He looked like he'll do pretty well in the ring. But boxing is about the technique, man. He's got power, but it's about that technique and skill. And he lost to Ruiz first fight.
I was about to say that.
Yeah, and Andy Ruiz Jr. Now his shape was he's 6'2", but his weight was a bit of an issue. They felt like he was a bit unhealthy looking,
right?
Because they was calling him fat and all that, and I'm not trying to shame the young brother, but things were said about him in the ring. They looked at him and they saw his gut, right? And they didn't see no definition in his. They didn't see no definition in him with a shirt off. And then they looked at Anthony Joshua and they was like, "Oh, Joshua's gonna kill this guy." Man, he did.
That's what y'all said. That's what y'all said.
Yeah, he did no such thing. Your man Andy Ruiz got in there, and this is that first fight because Anthony Joshua won the second fight because he had to lose a little bit of body fat, but Ruiz beat him in the first fight, knocked him down, and when he got up, he was dizzy, and the ref had to stop the fight.
Wow. Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So Anthony Ruiz. Andy Ruiz has good technique. He's a really good fighter. He's very he has quick hands for a guy who looks like the shape that he's in. Yo, if Andy Ruiz was to trim down and get defined like an Anthony Joshua, he'd be a problem.
Yeah, it'd be a problem. Yeah.
And the one thing that surprises people about Andy Ruiz is that for someone that looks like his particular build, his conditioning is actually pretty good. So this is a strong Andy Ruiz is a good fighter, quick hands. I know people are looking at him in terms of image, but hey, there was a guy years ago in the superweight division. Remember Butterbean?
I remember Butterbean.
Butterbean was a big guy. I think Butterbean might have been just shy of 300 pounds, or he might have been 300 at one point. Butterbean was a really good boxer. Butterbean was that's why he got that name. But Butterbean was a really big guy, but he was a really good boxer. You know what I'm saying? And a lot of people felt like Ruiz was like a Butterbean type of fighter, like that build. They was like, oh, okay, he's like the next Butterbean, But, anyway.
I remember that. I remember that match. Yeah, we all said
Yeah. So
we was gonna get knocked. Yeah, we all said that.
yeah, you know. So I love the sport of boxing. I grew up as a kid watching boxing. I remember watching
yes.
at my at my uncle's house and stuff like that. So I remember watching boxing coming up as a child, and it's I want that sport to continue in high relevance going forward, and I think more people will probably aspire to get back into the sport of boxing. I like MMA. Don't get me wrong. I like what UFC is doing as an organization,
Right.
and the sport of MMA. I like that too because I watch some of those fights too. You know what I'm saying? But boxing is just an art, and I really love the art of boxing. I love the sport of boxing, but I love the art of it. And, we need to have that continuing relevance.
Right.
Yeah, I think it was a good fight. I didn't see any funny stuff, although in round 3, when Fury got knocked down twice, the commentators said, there's no excuses, but I'm just going by what the commentators said. They said that they were slow counts on Tyson.
Wow.
They were saying that the 10 count was slow. Both of them. A commentator said that.
Yeah. Wow.
Now, just because a commentator says something doesn't mean that it's gold. I understand that, and I'm not saying that. You know what I'm saying? I'm just simply stating that. Listen, Fury won that fight. He was the better man that night. He had a plan. Tyson Fury had a plan, and it worked. It worked.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Hey,
yeah.
You win some, you lose some, but you live to fight another day.
Another day, yeah. Yeah, see that? It's just that I was just surprised that he was knocked down. That Deontay Wilder was knocked down so many times. Man.
Oh yeah,
I think at least four times.
Hey man, he got up like a soldier, man. He got up like a soldier. You don't typically see guys get knocked down like that and get up so many times in a fight.
Yeah,
he didn't give up, and he almost looked like he was gonna win in round 3. Your man went down. Boom. I said, uh-oh. I said, this is it. He gets up, saved by the bell. Ding, ding. And then he comes back the next round and knocks down Tyson Fury twice. It looked like he had the fight. I was like, oh, is this a comeback moment?
Yeah. It looked like he had to fight Deontay for a little bit.
At that point, in that round, it looked like it. So
yeah,
I think what should Tyson Fury do? Fury, let me look at his age because he could actually retire on a high note. So how old is Tyson Fury? He's still young. He's 33. He looks older than 33. Good Lord, he's only 33.
Yeah, he looks older. He looks older than that. To me,
Wow. Wilder is 35. Wilder's older than Fury. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, let's see. Anthony Joshua is probably around the same age. He's 30. He's 31. Okay, so Anthony Joshua still has.
Yeah, he still got some time.
He still got some time.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Well, Fury will probably fight Usyk next.
Yeah,
it's possible. No, not him. Not Usyk. Yeah, Usyk. He'll probably fight. I don't know how to say his first name. Alexandra. Maybe I'm saying it wrong. But he'll probably fight. He'll probably fight Usyk.
Usyk?
Yeah.
Yeah. Where is he from? Usyk.
Usyk is from. Usyk is Ukrainian.
Oh.
Yeah. Usyk has titles. Usyk has the WBA. What does he have right now? I think they say he has. He has a belt. He has a belt because he took belts from Anthony Joshua. think he has the WBA, IBF, WBO, IBO.
Wait a minute.
Hold on.
Anthony Joshua?
WB. Yeah, they fought like earlier this month. Well, last month.
I gotta see that fight.
Because Joshua got the belts back from Ruiz, and then since he was the champ at that time, and then Usyk won. Usyk got the three titles that Anthony Joshua was holding. Let me see something because I need to get let's get my facts here. What titles does he have? Because he has. We're doing this as we're working here. Usyk has what belts does he have? Okay, I mentioned it. WBA, IBF, WBO, and IBO.
Yeah, see?
Something's not right here.
Yeah.
Anyway, something's not right
yeah.
here.
Yeah, man.
I get it. So he's in 2 weight classes. That's why he has all them titles.
Yeah, he's holding a lot of titles. Oh, yeah.
Okay. The WBA is a super heavyweight title. Oh. He has a super heavyweight title, which is the unified WBA.
Mm-hmm.
And the IBF, but the
right.
I think they're saying the WBO and the IBO. Wow. Anyway, so Fury, he has the Fury. Let's see. Fury. He's the what do you call that? He might have the most prestige belt title. WBC. I think he has a WBC title.
Fury, right?
Yeah. Yep. WBC. There we go. He has a WBC title. WBC title is that's what you want. I mean, you want all of them, but
right.
People typically really, really go for that WBC belt for the most part. You want to have all of them. You want to be the undisputed champ. So you want to have, but Fury can still hold the belt. All he has to do is fight another guy who has another heavyweight title, and then he can get that from him. So so Wilder could still be a champion, but he won't be the WBC champion. This is why it's so important for boxers, especially in America, to get that WBC belt. You know what I'm saying? A WBC title in any weight class, because WBC's multiple weight classes. That WBC belt, man, that's usually you hold that WBC. That's when cats start talking that you're the greatest of all time talk. You know what I'm saying? That's what Mayweather held on. That's what Mayweather held on for most of his career. Now he had multiple. Mayweather had all them titles in that division. You know what I'm saying? But that WBC, that's what you want.
Yeah, that's what you want. Yeah.
WBC, World Boxing Council. So, yeah, man, it's real.
Yeah, you got access to that. Yeah. Yeah, man. Oh.
Yeah.
But yeah,
anyway,
man.
Hey, anything last you want to say about the fight before we get into our next topic?
No, let me tell you something. That's a fight that you could watch more than one time, you know?
It has replay value. I agree. With that.
Yeah, that's the last thing I want to say about the fight, for sure. Yeah, man. Yeah, and
all
now
right.
you're gonna get into.
So you was inspired by something. I had sent you a video of a young lady, rather, was talking to a guy on an Instagram live, and she had a lot of high demands about what she requires in the dating world. And then he said, okay, so if a guy has to have all of that, you want him to bring all of this to the table, right? He's got to have all these things. Right. What is it that you bring? And she said, what that I bring? Myself, my presence. The guy had to have a car, good income, home, everything else, good everything. And then you got to have still money enough to spend on her and everything. And all she got to do, got to do is show up. She ain't got to have nothing going for herself. Now, we're going to get into the specifics. This woman was morbidly obese. I mean, she was about, she had to be, she was a candidate for 600-pound life, that show. Definitely.
Yes, for sure. Yeah.
Tell me what your thoughts on it, because you had something to say.
I'm gonna be honest with you. She was so big. She filled up the whole screen on my phone.
Yo, she didn't even have a neck.
Exactly, yo. I was trying to find. I was looking at her, and I was still trying to look for. I said, wait a minute, where's her neck? But anyway, yeah, I was looking at her. And I was like, wait a minute, where's her neck? But she was so huge, yo, Jay. Yo, Fifth, she was so huge that she filled up she filled up the corners of my phone.
Yo, that girl.
I was like, yo,
that was
and she had the nerve to ask for demands. I was like, yo, she want this, she want to do to have this, to have that. Yo, all I can give her is all I could give this woman right now, to be honest with you, is a lose weight program.
Hey man,
that's it.
For the sake of her health, man, because she looked very unhealthy, man. Like, I know people out here saying, dang, man, y'all fat shaming. But men get fat shamed. Men get fat shamed all the time. No, but I'm about to say something really real. Men get fat shamed all the time, and no one bats an eye. But when somebody says something about an obese woman who's over 400 plus, everyone loses their minds.
Exactly. Yes.
So
double standard.
For the sake of her weight, man, she need to get that down, man. She was scary big. I was like, oh my God. She looked like melted chocolate ice cream, man. I was like, yo.
Oh man.
Yo, I'm telling you, she looked crazy. She make Precious look skinny. You know what I mean?
Exactly. Whoa.
Yo, she was she was meatball built, man.
Urka the whale, man. Oh man.
Yo, she looked crazy.
Oh man, double deck bus, Urka the whale. Yo, she was huge, man.
Yo, she put.
I ain't gonna front. Man.
She butters her butter, man. I mean, you know what I mean.
Yeah.
She puts gravy on her gravy. You know what I mean? So
exactly, yo.
You know, like
she can barely move. Talking about what she demands.
Yo, she was on the Instagram live laying down. Like, you know, I mean, that's why somebody in the comment section was like, "Yo, man, where's her collarbone?"
Oh snap! Oh wow. Yeah, man.
Yo, she looked crazy, man. Yo, but she was rude though. Man. See, people are getting on her not just because she's overweight. I want people to understand this, because people are gonna say, "Oh man, they only attacked her because she was overweight." No, it's the fact that she wasn't realistic, and she had an attitude. She felt like she was entitled. She called men broke who don't have enough money and they can't afford it. Yeah, but can you afford it? Why is it that when women? Let me tell you something about women, and this is all women. I don't care. This is generalization. Women really know how to talk in terms of arguments. Women know how to argue. I never said women don't know how to be factual all the time in an argument. But women know how to argue. Women know how to throw you off your game when you're trying to make a point. You know what I'm saying? So she had a nerve. This particular woman, now I'll get to the some but not all. This particular woman had all of these requirements and what she wanted. That's fine. You can have what you want. I mean, you could have requirements, but that don't mean you're gonna get it. Like for instance, I want what I want, but I don't always get what I want. the world don't
it's the truth.
Don't move like that. You know what I'm saying? You know, I want Rihanna. Am I gonna get Rihanna? Nah. ASAP Rocky got her. God bless him. Put a ring on it.
Oh, he does?
Yeah. Put a ring on it, ASAP. Put a ring on it.
Oh, he does. Oh, wow.
You know what I mean? Wow. You get my point? That don't mean I'm gonna get it.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? You know.
Yeah, it's true.
Beautiful looking woman. You know what I mean? All right, let me get serious. I don't mean I want, we all know what I realistically want. You know what I'm saying? Something real.
Yeah,
Something
yeah,
real.
yeah.
You know what I mean? I just mentioned Rihanna because she's a celebrity.
Right.
Rihanna's a beautiful woman.
Like
she's a celebrity.
Yeah.
And I know people, like I said, because you hear stories all the time. Women say, oh, they want so-and-so. That don't mean they're going to get them. You know what I mean? Get out here in the real world and date somebody real instead of you fantasizing over Morris Chestnut. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
You know what I mean?
Morris Chestnut, he's been married for a long time.
Yeah, Idris Elba. Like women will say, oh, if he ain't Idris Elba, I don't want him. Okay, well you're gonna be alone because Idris is married, and Idris is highly sought after. First of all, he's a married man, so he's off the market. God bless him, he did the right thing. But even if he was single, you know how many women are on this world? You know what I'm saying? Ladies, wake up. Now, here's what I want to say to that woman. That woman said that he got to have all this stuff, good car, whatever. I mean, good money, good whatever. And it's like, how come you won't just get real and say that you want a good man? Like, there are women out here. Yo, I heard a woman, I kid you not, and I want you to speak to this. I had a woman try to speak against some of this delusion, because this is all this is. This is just delusion. This woman said that she actually blames her delusion, and she used to blame men for her shortcomings, and then she got to the point where she said, "No, it was my delusion." She said, "I was a delusional thinker, and I felt that I could have any man I wanted, and I didn't have to work on myself, and none of these men chose me." Now, men would date her, take her out, and run through her. And you know what I mean by run through, okay?
Oh, yeah, yes, definitely.
They would run through her, but they never chose her. Chosen means man got on one knee and proposed and said, will you be my wife? And you said yes, and then you actually walked down the aisle. And then you actually got wedded in public in front of your family and everyone else and witnesses. It actually became a marriage. Women are out here bragging about being proposed to. Almost doesn't count. That's what Brandy said in the song. You know what I'm saying? So the heck you bragging for?
Yeah.
And then you got women out here anyway. So be realistic, man. Men are always taught to be realistic. They teach men all the time.
Yeah.
If you want the woman of your dreams, get some money and lose some weight. I've heard that before.
Right.
Straight to the point.
Yeah.
There was no soft speaking and changing your words up for that when it came to telling men that. But then
they were just straight up.
Right, but then when you tell the truth, the woman about, get healthy and all that and make sure you're not obese and you're dying at the age of 35. Right. Then all of a sudden you're fat shaming. And then you're being a sexist. And then you're being sexist and you're being misogynistic and you're being this and you're being that. What?
Right.
But people could say, if a double standard doesn't apply and benefit the woman, then it's a problem. And then now we gotta have movements to stop people from saying stuff. But when men are getting dogged out, nobody has nothing to say. But this is what they have to say. Yeah, that's right. You better man up. Right, but then when a woman like Shahrazad Ali tells, or even Monique, the comedian for that, tells women to women up. Monique said, have some class when you walk in that airport or grocery store. You're walking around here with pajama pants on and a bonnet. Be presentable. And then women got on her on Twitter. And then you got the women who supported her. They came for those women who agree with Monique. Really? Monique can't have an opinion?
Wow. See?
Go ahead, Zacchaeus. I'm sorry.
That's Monique's opinion, you know.
Yeah.
And she's allowed to have an opinion, but going back to the
to the delusion,
with this delusion of letting a man take care of you and letting a man cover all the bills and take you out and do this and do that and do this and do that.
Right. While they do nothing and feel that they don't have to work on themselves and contribute to a relationship. Yeah, go ahead. Those types.
Yep. Sister, you've been waiting for a very long time. You might not even find anybody, especially the woman that bragged about it. That was 600 to 700 pounds. Sister, nah, man. All they see is some Dr. Bills on you, and not only Dr. Bills. You know, he won't be able to even afford to feed you.
Yo,
get it?
Let me tell you something.
You know what I'm saying?
Yo.
So, stop living in the illusion thinking a dude's gonna take care of you, and he'll take care of you to a certain degree, but a helpmate is what a man needs.
Yeah, and you
know what I mean? Know what I mean by helpmate?
A helpmate. And you know what's so crazy is the fact that I've watched a couple episodes of My 600-Pound Life, and a lot of those women just so happen to be married. Yo, wow. But the men, but nobody talks about the type of men that these women are actually married to. Hey, let me tell you something, man. I've seen a lot of simps on that show. I saw a woman, dang near 700 pounds, talk crazy to her husband, and he was about he was slim. He might have been about 150, soaking wet, with bottles of Ciroc in his back pockets and a pile of rocks in his front pocket. Shout outs to Ed Lover. He said that joke. You know what I'm saying? I mean, he was at least maybe between 150 to 160 with a double goose on, with Tim's on, Sherpa lining, carrying 2 backpacks with books in it, 5 of them, yellow pages in both of his hands. He might have been that heavy with all of that on him. And he got disrespected. She talked to him crazy. And that's the kind of stuff that emboldens women like that big girl that was on IG. She probably felt like, ooh, I could be this big and have an attitude just like that girl on so-and-so didn't still get me a man. Really? Yeah, but what kind of man are you getting, though? Not the man that you respect. You ain't getting that.
What kind of man?
And then she wanted money on top of that. And not just any old regular money. She wanted like a rich dude. And she too busy listening to Sweetie and when she says 8-figure rich, my type, you know what I mean? Sweetie, you know, she too busy listening to her. So Sweetie don't look like that big girl, man. You know what I mean? Sweetie look good. You know what I mean? So
yeah.
you know. So that's 2 different women right there, you know, and you know, I she got more confidence than Lizzo. Lizzo a big girl, but Lizzo ain't no 500 pounds. And Lizzo's actually cute.
Lizzo not no 500 pounds.
And Lizzo's actually cute. You know what I mean? In the face. Anyway.
Yeah, she is.
But anyway, we get off of that. I don't want to say nothing bad about her. I really don't. I'm not trying to. I'm just trying to make a point that there's a reality here, man. You know how they say you are what you attract? You know, and what you attract is who you are, that kind of stuff. You know what I'm saying? They say stuff like that. That doesn't always apply. You know, not always. Sometimes it applies. Most time, you know, a lot of times it don't. You know what I mean? The point I'm trying to make is this. How about we all get healthy? You know what I mean? How about that? You know, how about can we say, hey, men and women, if you want to prolong your life, forget just the dating world. Because life is not all about just dating, right? Right, Zacchaeus?
Not all about just, life is not all about just taking and not giving back, you know?
Right.
And that's what that's what some people want, man. Just a taking. Yeah, I want this. He got to come with he has to come with the 6 figures. He had to be making 6 or 7 figures. He has to come with the big house. He has to come with the nice looking car and everything. He has to come with. He just has to bring it. You know what I'm saying? He has to bring all that and then some.
Well, see,
all that and then some.
And I'm gonna ask you this: the guy. I'm gonna ask this question. The guy that she's asking for, and a lot of women are asking for because they did studies that 90% of these women want 10% of these men, because 10% of these men are the ones that make this type of money, right? And so, all of them can't get them, right? So the question is, and I know Kevin Samuel says this all the time. I'll give a shout out to him. The type of man that girl wanted in the IG video, does she know what type of woman that guy wants?
Most likely not.
Okay. Now, would a man who has everything that she is asking for, demanding, not asking, demanding, would he want her?
The big response to that is, I'm gonna say HELL no.
and don't go by my account. Just go by the statistics. These men in this percentile that she's looking for are very specific about the women that they date or choose to marry in their lives. And they don't look, act, and sound and behave like women of that ilk, of that class. Okay? They just don't. Don't just believe me. I ain't make it up. That's what the numbers are showing. There might be anecdotal things that are once in a while, but it's not on average.
To me, she's asking for a lot of. She's asking. I mean, she can. I'm saying this, man. She gotta. I know it's her opinion and that's her prerogative. Yeah. But my thing is this, man. You want him to bring all this. He probably wants him to cook too. Probably want to just bring home the money and cater to you. And pamper you and cater to you. Bring the money, and if I don't have that money, I could step. Well, let's see how long you'll stay single. Yeah. Let's see how long you can stay single. It'll be a long time. Mm-hmm. And once that brother finds out that what you're about, he could be like, even when he has money, he could be like, nah. I don't want her because, listen, when they go and get stuff, she'll be going. Oh, yeah. She's so materialistic.
Out of there, yo.
Yeah. She's materialistic. When they go and get stuff, she'll be, I know some people ask you how much you make. You're like, how much you make? How much you make? And according to your answer, they're like, I'm not saying with him. I want money.
Yo, not for nothing. I'm gonna say something real, man. I had a girl, well, more than one, but I'll say last year. It's either last year or early this year. No, it was early this year. It was early 2021. I had a girl ghost me because I told her what I do for a living. We're not gonna say it on this show, but I told her what I do for a living. That wasn't enough. So she ghosted me, you know what I'm saying? But she didn't have a problem with, I think we must have talked for about a week, almost 2 weeks. And and that girl was attentive. Hey, how you doing? Almost every day. Then when we got to the employment talk, I have a steady job. I have a steady income. I have the type of income that's allowed me to have the life that I have today. And I thank God for it. So
thank God, yeah.
I'm not doing bad. Okay? I'm not doing bad. For those who know me personally, financially, I am not doing bad. I'm not bragging, but I'm a homeowner. I got my own whatever. Okay? I'm here in the city of Houston.
Right.
So I'm not in New York. I don't own a home in New York. I can't afford it. That's too expensive. But I am a homeowner. You know what I'm saying? So, I'm not doing bad. you know, a woman sees that, she gonna be like, oh, okay. Now, I'm not six figures. I ain't that.
Right.
I'm five figures. I'm still five figures. You know what I'm saying? But I ain't six figures. You know what I mean? And and my figures wasn't enough for this woman. You know what I'm saying? Ghosted me. It was all good until that came up. She was like, "Oh, that ain't enough." Pew! Speedy Gonzalez. She was out of there. Speedy Gonzalez sound effect. Yep. You know the Looney Tunes when they run away, they make that sound. Freaking Road Runner, Wile E. Coyote. Oh yeah. We know it. Yeah, we know it. But that's the kind of stuff that happens.
I remember.
Yeah, go ahead.
Yeah, I remember when I was younger, man. Like really young, before I got married. When I was young, I think I was 21 at the time, and I went out with a young lady, man, and I wound up almost spending my whole entire check because she's like, "No, you gotta take me out. You gotta take me out. You gotta take me out." And what a big mistake, you know, because I had very little money. Had very little money in my pocket that day, you know. Very little money. When I spent all that money on shopping, went out for the first. You shouldn't do that, guys. Go and then you spend all your money on a young lady, man. Crazy.
Yeah.
All my money.
Hey, there were things I had to learn, you know. I remember the, you know, money that I spent on dates and stuff like that with women who didn't even really like me. You know what I mean? That's humbling. You know what I mean? You know, I know what it's like to be used for the free meals, for the free ride. You know what I mean? Doesn't feel good at all. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So that's what made me really strategize a little better in the dating world. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, see?
That's all you can do.
Yeah, man. We just gotta strategize how you gonna and try to this is what I always say. This is one of my last comments too. My last suggestions when it comes to choosing a mate. Choose somebody that loves your company, that enjoys your company and love being around you. Not always. Don't choose when you hear a woman talk like, I want this, I want that, that is not the one for you. She'll find somebody, all right, but that person, that dude's not gonna take it serious.
Yeah.
Cause he was like what Jay said, like what Fifth said, he's gonna run right through her and he's gonna keep going.
Exactly. And then he's gonna go on to what he actually wants. You know what I'm saying?
He gonna find a real one day.
Well, he's gonna go to what he actually wants. You know what I'm saying? You know that. You know, yeah. But you know, we gonna get out of here pretty soon. Yo, any last thoughts you got before we get up out of here? We're gonna close out the show.
Yeah, man. If y'all didn't see that Deontay Wilder Fury fight, go check it out. It's on YouTube right now. Go check it out. Also, you hear brothers, men, if you hear sisters talk like that, man, you got to bring this and that to the table. You got to bring this and that to the table. I'm going to say it again. There's 1,000,001 women. That is not the one for you.
Yeah.
Keep going.
Yeah, just keep going.
Either keep going. Yeah, keep going. Keep going. Find somebody that's going to enjoy your company. And you ain't got to always feel that I'm running broke by hanging around with her. No, because she's gonna enjoy your company anyway. Whether it's a nice day in a summer day, you're sitting on a blanket in the park, or you're just taking a nice walk through the park, or you're working out together. That's it.
Yeah.
That's enough said. Those are my last words for tonight. Yeah. Blessings.
All right, man. I don't really have a final thought. I feel like I said enough. We're gonna get up out of here. This was another episode of Mrs. Z and Fifth, man. We'll see y'all next time. Peace.